Welcome. We're here today with another agent highlight from our team here at Blue Shore Vacations. Today we've got Sarah Lee. So Sarah, I'm so excited to talk to you and hear a little bit more about you. Why don't you start and tell us why you became a travel agent and joined our team here?
Oh, goodness, that's a loaded question. Um, really and honestly, I had been planning my own travel for like basically my whole adult life. And I really have enjoyed it. I love being able to do the research. I love being able to go to new places, try new things. And it was really in the past few years as we were doing our weekly meetings, and I got more of that behind the scenes of what a travel agent does. And then I actually started using your service, and the ease that I was able to have with travel, having that extra set of eyes, being able to kind of live through other people and their experiences and be able to get excited for them and really take things off their plate was a good reason, like why I really started to think about it, especially with my passion for travel and being able to serve others, to make life easier. And this is one of those things.
Yeah. Yeah, you referenced in our weekly meeting, so we should probably talk about that. You have another business with Pampered Chef,
Yep.
and you have done that. How many years have you been doing Pampered Chef?
We're creeping up on 21.
Yeah, and you and I have known each other since our kids were like in preschool. They're now in their 20s, and we've met weekly. How many years has it been? Six?
7 or 8.
7 years, 8 years, something
Like,
like
yeah.
that. So, like as entrepreneurs in different industries, you and I have been meeting mostly on Thursdays, and we kind of have been accountability partners. You set goals, and then we check in with each other the next week. You've carried me through some very hard times, 2020, and I carried you through some hard times, just different things. We've both moved, we've launched kit. It's been really fun.
Hmm.
But like you said, then you started using our services here and you kind of got a different window into the business. And so I feel like you've seen it in all the angles. And then here you are on the inside. So
Yep.
that part's really exciting. Great.
Yeah.
So that's kind of our background together there. But I want to hear, why don't you share a little bit about your personal travel experience? Because you have a lot, but tell us a little bit about some things that will pertain to your clients.
Oh, let's see. I've done, of course, Disney and Universal. Other amusement parks, we've been able to do a little bit on the west. When we were stationed out there, we have done, when we were in Alabama, we've done some of the other beaches and other coastal things there. Um, and then I have done a cruise and with Celebrity, and we're working on, I'm gonna get my tour day cruise lines. Let me try that again. Where I can try the different cruise lines. We are going to do Alaska this year. We're doing some Bahamas. We did an all-inclusive to Jamaica. So those are so far some of my favorite ways to travel, and
Yeah.
I'm excited to be able to plan other people's trips to do those things to make traveling so easy for them. So,
I love that because that gives you the fact that you're well traveled gives you specific experience that it adds to your expertise. Like we can book learn all kinds of things around the whole world, and that's great. We do that because nobody's been everywhere, right? But you have
mhm.
on the ground experience with these different brands. You've been to Jamaica, you've been to Sandals, you've been to Celebrity, you've booked with other things. And I'm excited for you to do that Alaska cruise this year. That's going to be great. I know you've got some European things on the horizon.
We
So,
do. We've got a Greece. We've
yeah.
got Greece, and I am going to do that river. Well, whether my husband knows it or not. Um,
Surprise.
yeah. No, but that's enough planning
Yeah.
ahead. We are totally. I was
Yeah.
actually talking about it with friends today about being able to do that because that's been on my list for a little while. So,
Yeah. And that makes you, in my eyes, as a really experienced travel agent, I know that that makes you multi-dimensional in terms of what you can offer your clients. You know the things to watch out for, you know how to help them, you know how to walk them through the online check-in with the cruise line and all of the things that they need for documentation and taking their selfie and make sure it gets approved. All those things, excuse me, are going to be great help to your clients.
Absolutely.
So besides the cruise lines, what other areas are you trained and certified in? So let's talk about that.
So far, I'm working on my Bahamas certification. I'm gonna work to do Bahamas, and Jamaica and try to do some of the other Caribbean countries to get some of those feel. I am Disney certified. I am Universal certified. I am, Apple Vacations, which offers a wide variety. Delta Vacations for those who love Delta. I also am Celebrity Cruises, Norwegian Cruises, Princess, Royal Caribbean. So far, I'm working on my AMA Waterways for river cruising. Let me see what else there is. Sandals and beaches. And in my Apple Vacations, I also have a variety of other all-inclusives that
Yeah.
I have covered
There's a
too.
wide range going
Yeah,
on.
there is a huge amount, like there's a lot that you can access there, and
It's a
that's
lot
really
to
fun.
know too about the different brands that they offer. So it's
Yep,
important to
everybody's a little
have,
different.
it's important to have that little expert in your corner on your team. So that I think that covers it. I think that covers
I
everything.
think so for now.
So,
There'll be more, I'm sure, coming down the
yep.
road.
Tell us what you want people to know about you as a travel agent. Like, what will it be like to work with you?
Hopefully easy.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, but I really pride myself in trying to make life easier because I understand how busy everybody is right now. And travel, there's so many perks to being able to travel and get away. Um, and I'd like for as many people to be able to travel as possible. So I pride myself on listening to what somebody wants and being able to be that extra set of eyes and ears. I look to be able to handle those other details and make sure you're prepared to go. So that's really a lot of what I am aiming to do is to make it a little bit easier, or actually really a lot bit easier for you to get that done and taken care of. So you're not having to constantly do the back and forth on what's going to work. You
Yep.
communicate with me, and then I help to do the legwork, so it saves you so much time and you can do the day-to-day.
And that's huge. And I can personally vouch that Sarah does do all those things. She is a detail-oriented, very caring person, and she's going to be wonderful to work with. So, my last question, regular question is, what do you want for your clients who book a trip with you? I mean, I know you want it to be easy for them, but like overall, what are you hoping that they gain from their trips?
Some peace,
Mm.
a little bit of relaxation, some joy, um, really that peace of mind that they were taken care of, to be able to continue to move forward and continue to do that because it is a huge stress buster. Being able to take that time away from the everyday life, and when you can do that well, um, you can go back and reset much easier. So, that's really what I would like for them to come and be happy, healthy, well rested, well adjusted people. So,
I love that. Yes. And working with a trusted, trained travel advisor is going to bring those things. So that's a great wish for your clients. Okay.
all
Now
right,
we're going to do the fun thing, the lightning round. Are you ready?
I think
Brush up. Here we go. What was your most recent trip?
that was sandals in Jamaica,
Favorite childhood vacation?
Disney.
Best trip of all time?
Oh, depends on what we define as best, but probably most memorable where several things went wrong and it was just such a different trip was probably Mount Rushmore.
Oh, okay. Would you rather cruise or do a land vacation?
Lately, it's cruise because I can go stop at those ports and do a variety of things and I'm not having to keep packing and unpacking. So that's been my cup of tea lately.
Very good. Top three. I'll give you three bucket list trips.
So, for sure, the Christmas markets, river cruise, Greece because Dave has been there on a deployment and I have not. And the third one, I'm not doing anything that I actually already officially have scheduled yet, because that doesn't count. It's,
Right.
I would probably say, mm, I think probably some type of European,
Mm.
another type of European vacation, Ireland, Scotland, maybe another type of cruise, just to see all of the different parts of the world, really.
Yeah, for sure. This seems silly to ask a pampered chef person, but what is more important to you, good food or good accommodations?
I think because I've had food issues, I would say the good food.
Mhm.
Just because an accommodation, like, I mean, on a cruise, if it's not 100%, you're not in the room that much. So
Mhm.
the food is going to trump things because then you're not having to constantly try to figure out what you're gonna do. So, food.
It's nice that you are aware of food sensitivities and different food issues, so you know how to work with that. Forgot to talk about that part of you.
Oh,
Top
yeah.
three travel tips. You can pick whatever category. Cruising,
Mm.
top three cruising, top three all inclusive.
Oh, that's tough. I think something I have learned, easily is if you are traveling more than once a year, flying anywhere, get yourself TSA pre-check,
Mhm.
clear, maybe a combination. I know we're doing both. So now our ID verification is done and now we can go through TSA security much faster. You don't have to take things out, makes it so much easier at the airport. And if you're traveling internationally, it also makes it a little bit easier because when you have to go back through security, you can sneak over in that TSA pre-check line if they have it. Um, Two, I would say, um, one of the favorite things that I have learned when you're cruising, have those cruise surge protectors for extra outlets and the magnet hooks to be able to just have a little bit of added space where everything's not all in one place.
Good tips. Yeah.
And three, mm, tough one. Let me think here. Hmm.
Those were three right there, actually. You
Yeah.
did the
Oh,
hooks,
perfect.
hooks and the surge protectors. Very good. Um, a Disney question. Monorail or boat? When
I do not think I've done the monorail yet. I
okay.
know I like
We gotta get
we've
you
never
there.
stayed at a place where we have really utilized
Yep.
it. So,
Hmm.
but I love all things like those type
Yeah.
of trains and stuff because it's so fun. It's always a different perspective.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's true. And last question is, tell us about your next trip and what are you excited about it?
it's next month.
Mhm.
We're doing a cruise to Bimini, Bahamas, St. George, Grand Cayman, and Cozumel, Mexico. Um, I'm excited because it is winter. And we'll get some warm weather, but we really love cruising and being able to have a day to get a taste of a new place and go see some sites that we wouldn't like. I mean, I wouldn't probably on the regular go, hey, I'm gonna go try Cozumel for a whole week.
Right.
But maybe I will after going and visiting and getting the feel of what I might like to do. Maybe it's a continual one day on port. Maybe it's a hey, I want to go stay a week at some type of all inclusive. So
That's great. Great. Well, we're so glad to have you on our team. Welcome. And if somebody wants to get in touch with you to book a trip, what should they do?
Um, they can find me on Facebook. I have a Facebook page. They
That called?
can
What's your Facebook page called?
Sarah at Blue Shore Vacations.
There we go.
And it's really facebook.com, Sarah at Blue Shore Vacations with an H. Um, and then they can also email me, Sarah L at blueshorevacations.com.
Yeah.
Probably send the carrier pigeon to Ohio too if you really want to try to, snail mail it. But those are probably the two easiest ways.
Very good. All right. Well, happy travels, and we'll talk to you again next time.
All right, perfect. Thank you.